That's good to see. Somebody's picked up their property when they need to, right? Your name, ma'am?
Sean Mary Reed, Your Honor.
They're moving to dismiss. They say she's complying. Case dismissed. You're all set. Have a good day.
Your Honor.
Jacob Kelly McSuch, 23T640501.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here to turn to have Mr. Masach, who's in the stage.
Mr. Masuch, come on up to the podium, please. Tell me your name.
Jacob Masach.
It's Massage. Okay. All right. So, sir, he pled guilty to assault or assault and battery. Actually, he pled no contest.
Correct.
I want to know right now if there is an Adam Forstall here, either on Zoom or in person. Is Adam Forstall here?
Not on Zoom.
I need to know before we go on what is going on with the relationship here. This was
Mr. Masach, I apologize. Mr. Masach was in a relationship with Mr. Forstall's stepmother.
right.
And the argument ensued while the parties were living all the same residence, Judge. All came down to an issue with the animals, and they were actually defecating and urinating in the children's playpen. So they were moved to the upstairs bathroom for the night. The next day, the mother came out, was upset that the cats or the dog was put into that bathroom. An argument ensued between her and her daughter. Mr. Masach came upstairs and kind of tried to straighten things out. Things kind of got out of hand, and Mr. Forstall got involved, and there was an altercation between them.
Okay. What else? I saw that happened. I just wondered, I read the report, but I
They're
just,
no longer living in the same residence. And he's no longer with the Miss Rellinger.
okay, good enough. Everything else in the report is accurate.
Everything else in the act, we've had a chance to review, Judge. We have no corrections and deletions. Judge, I would say that Mr. Masach is 26 years old, Judge. He's a single father. He does have 3 minor children. He is full-time employed, Judge, with All American Enterprises, where he does construction and handyman work. He's had steady employment for at least the last year. He doesn't have any criminal history, Judge, other than this pending case and a moving valuation back in 2023. But Judge, he doesn't get in trouble. Overall, at this point, all he cares about is just going to work, and he takes care of his kids. And he understands that maybe there was tempers got out of hand that day and things could have been handled better, but and now he just wants to do whatever the court sentencing him to, Judge, and put this behind him. And I believe he'd like to address the floor as well.
Fair enough. Sir, what would you like to tell me?
I want to apologize for my actions. I could have handled the situation a lot better than I did. And I want to put the whole situation behind me and move forward from it.
10 months probation per the agreement. I just saw that it's taken under HIDA. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You're to obtain and maintain employment and provide proof of that. You do have to obtain a high school diploma or a GED. You need to do that for you, not me. No contact with Adam Forstall. You're gonna write, phone, see, text, email him, or have anybody else do any of those things for you on your behalf. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. None of those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're to clear all your warrants by November 7th. They're recommending 30 days. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to go clear all those warrants. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anger management with 8-week follow-up, no contact with the victim, no firearms, no dangerous weapons. 3 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that for a total of $105. You're going to pay fines in the amount of $100, costs $175, $75 victim's rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So your fines and costs are $400. Probation fees are $200 for $600. Screening fee is added in, and the court work program fees, everything included, is $765. You pay that, you stay out of trouble. we'll give you a review hearing date. You'll come back here. At that time, it's gonna be, we're gonna give you one for, sometime in 2026. It'll probably be early August. We'll give you that date. You're gonna go down the hall, get that date in paper, on your paper notice, then you go meet with probation. We'll explain the order. Do you have a review hearing date, Lisa?
August 13th of 26 at 9 o'clock.
August 13th of 26 at 9 o'clock. Can you pay all these fines today?
Judge, there's a $300 bond that was posted on this case.
Okay, that was, let's see, I believe that's a 10%, yes. So he has 270 to apply. I just want to make sure it's in his name. It is. So he has 270 to apply. How much more do you have with you?
Yeah, nothing, we can be very bid tomorrow.
How much, do you get paid weekly or bi-weekly?
Judge, if I may, what is the remaining balance?
275 from 765. So what's that? 465, 490.
30 payment bonus,
How much can you pay per week?
30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever you're okay with.
$40 a week, and I'll start you on October the 27th. If you ever don't have the money and you're gonna pay 275 now, that's simply, or wait a minute, 270 now. 270 now, so the balance will be more than that. It will be, let's see, 395. Right?
495.
495. Okay?
Judge,
If you ever don't have the money on any of these due dates, no problem. Don't worry about it. Call the court. We'll go on or before the due date, 8:30. I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay? Just don't ignore me.
Judge, would the court consider early termination if Mr. Message was to?
I will always consider early termination. It's a question of whether the prosecutor is willing to dismiss it at that point. I leave that to them. I mean, I don't care.
Can he ask
Most
for
of
a
them
review
you
date
get.
after 5
Yeah.
months? Or-
Yeah, as long as he's got everything done, there have been no violations within the preceding 90 days.
Understood.
All right, you got it?
If you want a violation within 90 days after 5 months.
You can apply for early discharge and then talk to the prosecutor about dismissing the case, okay? All right?
Yep.
Good luck.
No,
Abraham,
thank you, Judge.
Thomas Patrick Abraham, 24W8330005.
Good, we want the artists, we shouldn't be bringing back my final approach, do we want to get that adjustment?
Yeah, call Jessica.
She can hear that in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know, she's great. Your name, sir?
Thomas Abraham.
All right, so we set a sentence for today. He has been struggling. This is with regard to the show cause dated October the 9th. And I have another one here. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do we do on this?
We've adjourned, I mean, he submitted responsibility, then we had adjourned to set.
I don't think he admitted, did he?
Yeah, there was a moment where we had to go through, just clarification, but, yeah, he's admitted,
All right, I gotta refresh myself. Your name?
That's going on.
I said a sentence on this. He's got 5 counts here. Did I take pleas to all those counts?
I believe so, yes.
And I didn't write it down?
Yeah, you took pleas to all counts. We did just miss count 1 though.
Okay.
That's what I have listed from the last hearing, which was October 16th.
that's accurate.
All right, I need another probation violation sheet here. Like something happened. All right. So you're saying count 1 was dismissed as part of the show cause of October the 9th. It was scheduled for the 16th, 1 week ago, right?
Correct.
Then defendant pled guilty. Just give me 1 second, please. So count 1 was dismissed. I'm going to prepare a register because obviously if I did, I didn't do a very good job. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
I'm
minute.
sorry.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I see what happened. All right, my mistake. He pled guilty. This just didn't get stapled to the register here. Count 4 was dismissed on your motion.
That's correct.
I accepted the plea to count 1, 2, 3, and 5. That was cocaine metabolite. Number 1 was a positive test for cocaine.
That's correct.
Count 2 was a positive test for a cocaine metabolite. Count 3, failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, positive for cocaine. And count 5, failure to submit to testing as ordered on September 30 of 25. Why did I adjourn this a week?
Your Honor, in this circumstance, I asked for 2 reasons. First, to show that he was going to continue to test negative, which he did reflect 7 negative tests. And secondly,
He tested negative?
for the last 7 tests, yes, Your
Is
Honor.
that right?
That's correct. He appeared for test and every test was negative in that 7 tests since October 5th that he appeared for.
Okay.
And another issue that the court took into consideration, which we were very thankful for, was my client was closing on a house that he was able to successfully do on October 17th.
So, okay.
And I had further allocution.
Did we talk about sobriety court?
Did the team voted no on?
Yeah.
It was, I think, regarding count 1 being the fact that he brought in outside urine
Yeah.
for that test, and that was regarding why he was.
What do you want to say?
Your Honor, I will note on the positive that he is reflecting a negative test. He is in the guidance center 3 days a week. He is attending AANA 3 to 4 times a week, seeking a sponsor. Judge, he's a dedicated father at this point to his 3 adult children, 34, 31, 27. He's also dedicated to his grandchildren at age 13, 9, and he has another grandchild due on November 11th. On his side work, he is in CDLA and he assists in tree removal. Judge, he discarded all the toxic friendships and relationships he had that were adding to obviously his questionable behavior, but I know a little bit later than we would have anticipated or wanted him to start, but he's starting to accumulate some success in his sobriety, and it's anything that we can do to help encourage it would be greatly appreciated by the court. As I indicated, my client's not working. He's retired for 29 years as a Delta bag handler, which I think did lead to prescribed medications, which took him down this road. Just hoping that he's emerging.
Why did that lead to prescribed medication?
Well, he gets back injuries.
Okay, that's what I thought you were alluding to. That seems like a tough job. I mean, at least at my age. Okay, what do you think here?
So again, I think he was a good candidate for sobriety court. I really thought that was the best option for him, but considering that he won't be applied in it now, I am a little concerned just because being on regular probation, the testing and kind of some of the guidelines is not going to be as strict as sobriety report would be. And I worry with him that if we, especially while we're testing down and things like that, he's going to start testing positive again, is my concern.
Your Honor, as far as regular probation, is there a way that you can have regular probation adopt some of the conditions of sobriety court?
We can't pay for anything. That's the problem. That's the problem.
As far as splitting the baby to at least sidestep the potential for time in custody or having re-screened for sobriety court. I mean, in the meantime, he's at least doing negative tests, but anything the court would like to consider, my client is more than willing to adhere to.
I mean, it's only 3 months old. Mr. Abraham, what do you want to say?
I'd like to say that I, got much to be thankful for and to live for. I don't wanna go backwards in any way. I closed on the house. I've got a grandson coming, my first grandson, and, I'm willing to, give him my best shot. I don't want to disappoint myself or you or the court. I just want to continue.
All right, I've heard enough. Let's adjourn this. Let's try to get him back in sobriety court.
You want to try that again?
I do. You pull any more of that nonsense with bringing in urine or missing tests. If you're not successful in the next 4 weeks, I'm not going to take you in sobriety court and I'm going to send you to jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
At least I'm starting to see that maybe, just maybe, you're showing a little bit of interest in getting off of that junk. Well, give me about 4.5 weeks, Lisa.
Do you want to do a sobriety court day?
I want to, we're going to set him back and see if he can try to get through the bond phase of sobriety court. You're to comply with all of the terms and conditions that they tell you to. And then we're gonna set it out long enough where the team can evaluate to see how it's done and make a determination as to whether or not we should accept them.
Okay, November 26th at 8:30.
I think that's enough time. November 26th at 8:30. That's the day before Thanksgiving, so you do what you gotta do. You go talk to Ms. O'Donnell. She'll set you up with sobriety court people, probation officers. We'll go from there. Go down the hall, get your notice. You're still on thin ice with me. You can't bring in urine. That's ridiculous. I mean, that alone causes me to say I should be sending you to jail. But at least you're, looks like maybe you're trying now. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but don't hold your breath. If you violate again, I'm telling you, Mr. Abraham, I don't want to threaten you. I'm telling you, you're not going to like what I'm going to do. Okay?
I should thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks, Judge.
Thanks, Mr. Shumke. Thank you. Napoleon Chevalier Robbins. 24F243037. Mr. Robinson, what are you doing here?
Well,
I don't want to talk about it. You're charged with failure to refrain. Tell me your name.
my name, oh, yes, Survivor Robert.
You're charged with failure to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive October 6th. That is the charge. If you've had a technical violation, if you plead guilty or if you're found guilty, this would be a second. You could get 10 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights revocation of probation? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense. Do you understand?
Yes,
Do you want a lawyer?
yes,
I'll give you a lawyer. I'm entering a not guilty plea, indicating you stand mute. We'll let you go talk to the lawyer, and then the lawyer will come in and we'll handle this probation violation, okay? All right, sir, good luck. Samuel Lee Hill, 25W7274451. Mr. Hill, come on up here, state your name.
Your name is Samuel Hill.
On February 4, 25, I sentenced you. And now I have a charge here, and I took this under 7694A. I have a charge that you failed to attend and complete the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up. That is the charge if you plead guilty. If you're found guilty, this would be a first violation. You could get 5 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You got to keep your voice up.
Yes, sir.
Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes, sir.
Keep your voice up. Can you keep your voice up for me?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you plead guilty at any time, you're giving up all those rights. There will be no hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to give you one at public expense if you want one.
Yes, sir.
Would you like a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm entering a not guilty plea for you, indicating you stand mute. We're going to give you a lawyer. You'll go meet with the lawyer, and then either way, you're coming back in front of me with your lawyer right now, okay? When you're done talking. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, go talk to the lawyer, and then when you guys are ready, come on back in. Thanks. Do we have anything on that, Mr. Derby? Or DeBry, I'm sorry. I'll take it, Timothy. Yes. Donald Henry DuBry,
Yes, Your Honor.
come on up to the podium. File 25G81175A, B, and C. Your name?
My name is Donald Henry Dubra.
Mr. DeBry. They're going to give you an adjournment. Okay,
Okay,
to comply. Okay,
yes,
if I were you, I'd start going home and working on it today. I'm only forewarning you. I don't want to talk about whether or not you have a blight condition. You're still presumed innocent. This tells me we're adjourn it for them to schedule an inspection and make sure you're in compliance. I've had enough of people not doing these things with homes. You can't have rodents. You can't have a house that's not properly maintained in accordance with their codes. Do you understand?
I do, you're right.
And now you're gonna, and I don't want you coming in here in 2 weeks and telling me, well, Judge, it was cold out. You knew about this. This says there were numerous warnings. I'm giving you 2 weeks to get a good start. Lisa, and I mean that. This is, I'm not gonna be very patient with you. This ticket says here on the bottom, has refused to respond to any letters or personal visits. Now, listen. They were too nice.
If,
They were too nice. Listen, let's start with that premise. They were too nice. I'm not gonna be nice.
if I may, sir, the reason why he thought I was ignoring his warnings, because I was in the hospital
How long were you in the hospital?
5 days, and I didn't read my mail for at least 6 or 7.
Well,
Because by the time I got home,
they didn't just pop this on you 5 days ago, or a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. They've been talking to you about this, right? The city's notified you they have problems with this, right?
yeah, but it was a mailing.
Calling the prosecutor. I'm giving you November 6th. You have any kids?
No,
Get somebody to help you if you can. Well, I mean, you can't let your house go like this. Adams is a nice street.
it is a very nice.
Nope.
I lived there all my life.
Nobody wants to look at junk. Right?
I hear you, yeah.
Nobody wants to look at junk. November 6th at what time, Lisa?
9:15.
All right, counsel, your appearance.
Anthony Boyer.
How long has the city of Gibraltar been asking Mr. Dubry here? By the way, the ticket's misspelled. It's Dubry, D-U-B-R-Y. How long have they been asking him to clean up the property?
I believe it's been a moment.
How's a moment? How long's a moment?
I don't know the exact time, but he's assuring that by the next court date, he's going to clear out those tanks that we've been asking to clear out.
How long? You don't know who's here? Does somebody know? Is there a building
I
inspector?
have the sergeant here, we can find out the exact time.
Call him in. I have too many of these cases going. You know that? I don't know why people don't take care of their property anymore.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not saying everybody, I'm not saying most, but more than I've ever seen are not. Let's just put it that way. So I'm gonna ask the sergeant, and I'm gonna find out, and then we'll go from there. But that is going to be your next court date, November 6th at 9:15.
that's,
If you want a lawyer going forward and you cannot afford one, you can fill out a petition for a court-appointed lawyer. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. Because you're entitled to one at the arraignment, you waived it, but if you want one going forward, I have to have evidence that you're indigent, all right, that you can't afford your own anymore. So that's where we are with it. I think the sergeant's in there, right? All right, Sergeant, your name?
Here,
How long have they been notifying Mr. DeBry here to clean up his property? Do you know?
Just over 2 months there.
Okay. Mr. DeBry, just make some strides, quick strides. You can start today. You can start tomorrow. You can finish it by Sunday if you want. Let's get it done. I'll see you November 6th. You can go down the hall, get your notice. Any questions?
No.
Good luck.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you. Liza Gibraltar LLC.
Thank you.